Of them that just came in. Yeah, I got my other device going right now that's getting sound. I don't know what's going on with the sound on this, guys. You know what's crazy is I don't see any sign saying that I can't go back there. Granted, there's a gate. Sound's working now? Awesome. Awesome. So, had 3 of them just go through the gate. No confrontation yet. Whew. It's a hot day. How hot is it out there where you're at? Mississippi has been scorching lately. Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, scorching. All right, hey, so y'all didn't hear my story. I take it. I would take it that my sound probably wasn't working on the first live stream. So let me fill you in on why I'm here, okay? Here comes one more. How you doing? Doing good. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. So, all right. So the reason I'm over here at this department in particular, all right, back in 2019, my ex, the mother of my child, pulled about the lowest move you could possibly ever pull on somebody. Okay? She actually conspired to falsely frame me for the crime of rape. She actually set everything up. I was actually asleep at my house at the time, back in November of 2018, I think it was. And she came by the house, woke me up, slept with me. Got another one. And he quickly dipped off. Anyways, long story short, I get a call, okay? I get a call from a officer up here at the Olive Branch Police Department. Her name is Ashley Holliday. And Ashley tells me that I need to come up to the police station because there's been a serious accusation made and I was wanted for questioning. I asked her what this was about, and she told me that it was an accusation of sexual assault and rape. Completely blew my mind. Come to find out, my ex had actually, after the encounter, she drove back to Oxford. 5 days later, drove back to Olive Branch and tried rape. I went up here, I showed Ashley Holiday the messages. I showed her everything, the pictures that my ex had sent, and how she had had orchestrated all of this up. Ashley agreed with me. She said, you know, you got everything right there. We'd love to go ahead and close it out. Before we close it out and pursue her for filing a false charge or a false report of rape, we're going to need you to let us download your phone. And I said no. Well, that seems overly intrusive, you know, right there. I'm willing to provide the conversations between me and my ex to prove all this. And she wanted to actually download the full phone. I told her I needed to speak to an attorney about that, because that sounded off. I talked to an attorney. He said, you know, I never would advise to allow the police to download your phone, but you know, if it means, you know, if it's up to you. You can stipulate, you know, your own consent, you know, as far as what the parameters are. I called Ashley Holiday back, Officer Holiday back, the next day, and I said that I'd spoken with my attorney, and that he told me he didn't recommend letting the police download anything, okay? But it was up to me, my call to make, to close this out and to pursue her. So I said I will stipulate a search, a consent. And I know a lot of y'all are going to just start vomiting at me. I know. I'll never do it again. Never. But I said that you know, as long as we put it in writing, you know, as far as what you can download, what you can search, you know, then I'll let you just get that information. So I go up there the next day with my phone during my lunch break. She meets me in the back, brings me back to her supervisor's office, whose name is Major Cox. Major Cox, and I hammer out everything on this stipulation, that it's only that it's limited to only the conversations between my ex and myself, because I have privileged information on my phone between my wife and I, you know, spousal privilege, as well as other people. He agreed. We signed it. Ashley Holiday asked for my phone, asked for me to unlock it so they could download it. I put in the phone screen password, handed it to her. She said, let's go make a copy of this signed consent. We go out to the copy machine, and she pulls out a search warrant. I said, what the hell is this? And she said, it's a search warrant. I said, why do you have a search warrant? She said, because we didn't think that you were going to actually come up here and bring the phone, so we went ahead and we got a judge to sign off on a search warrant. I said, what does that mean to my signed stipulation, or my signed consent, the stipulated consent? She said it invalidates it. I said, really? So y'all snooked me. Y'all fucked me. Hardcore. I felt like, you know, that was a tremendous violation of my rights right there. And they knew it. They were 100% in the knowing that was. I told them the Fifth Amendment would have protected me against providing my phone screen password, and that is true. If you have an Apple device, you know, you've got to pretty much have the password to be able to get past the screen to be able to actually download it. And your Fifth Amendment rights protect you against being forced to provide your phone screen password. So I felt like that they circumvented a signed, you know, consent, and they robbed me of my civil rights that day, my Fourth Amendment rights. A couple days later, I get a call back saying, you're cleared, everything checked out, we've dropped the accusation against you, and we've gone ahead and filed charges against your ex for filing a false report of rape. Doesn't change the fact that, you know, the police got God knows what, you know, they wanted off of my phone. And so I figured while I was over here in the area today, I would come out here and I would drop in. It is a Sunday, you know, and I would see, I would take a trip back down memory lane of being out here. Except this time I'm not going to give up my Fourth Amendment right. And I would love to be challenged on it. Let's go on back here to, let's see. Yeah, you got Mr. Cox. That's a funny name. You got Candy Beavers over at the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. You know, man, what's up with all these porn star names they got for law enforcement officers over in North Mississippi? I'm not looking for trouble. I'm standing here on public property. As you can see, a sidewalk. I've got monopod just peacefully standing here. I mean, I'm not bothering anybody. I am engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. See, our rights, they're like muscles. Continuously. You need to exercise them. Continuously. Exercise them, or you'll lose them. Seen plenty of examples. Those rights come under attack, especially here lately. Especially over in North Mississippi. Let's see. On the what's up, Cannon? Hey mods, I appreciate everything y'all are doing on this live stream. I've got a second copy right there that's a little bit different of a perspective. Cannon, you back in the free world? I would say probably a dumb question to ask though. All right, bro, take care of yourself. Oh, for everybody that's on this stream, I want to give you some important case law. Case law that will help keep you protected if you live anywhere in the in any state covered by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. I know that's Ninja. You guys are covered under the Fifth. Y'all fall under the Fifth. Anybody that's in Louisiana falls under the Fifth. Mississippi falls under the Fifth. I think Tennessee falls under the Fifth. I don't have the list of all the states that fall under the Fifth, okay? But Turner versus Driver, okay? If everybody on here knows the Batuzzi, okay? He was arrested outside of the Fort Worth, Texas Police Department. He was actually hotboxed in the back of a cop car for a good amount of time, simply because he was asking what would happen if he didn't produce his ID. He wasn't causing any kind of disturbance, standing on a public sidewalk out in front of the police station. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals overrode the district court, and the district court dismissed his suit in its entirety. Actually, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals actually reinstated it and went ahead and, let me see, I'll read this for you on this other phone. Let's see. Okay, menu, case law. Okay. Okay, so the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, verbatim, what they did is they basically recognized that the First Amendment covers recording police, and what they say verbatim is, we conclude that First Amendment principles, controlling authority, and persuasive precedent demonstrate that a First Amendment right to record the police does exist, subject only to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions. Turner vs. Driver, it's number 16-10312, Fifth Circuit, 2017. That's important because that's now established by the Fifth Circuit for future cases, and it was established in 2017. So if you're in the Fifth Circuit, and I know the Third Circuit as well has actually quoted the Fifth Circuit's decision in Turner vs. Driver, that there is a right under the First Amendment to record the police, to record our public officials, employees, and the performance of their duties. So it's important to Yep, Philip Turner, the Batuzzi. Here's a few other things. The First Amendment protects the right to gather information about what public officials do on public property, specifically a right to record matters of public interest. That is Smith versus City of Cumming, 212 F3D 1332. That's actually a decision out of the 11th Circuit. Recording police and other government officials in the discharge of their duties is explicitly allowed. Glick versus Cunliffe, or Cuniff. Number 10-1764. That's out of the First Circuit, 2011. Freedom of the press includes the right to record video and audio. Very important one right there. That was American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, of Illinois versus Alvarez, number 11-1286. That is out of the 7th Circuit. Okay, here's another one. Prior to detaining anyone, law enforcement must have a particularized and objective basis for suspecting the particular person of criminal activity. United States versus Cortez, 449 U.S. 411. That was back in 1981. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. Credentials. Okay, if you ever pull the whole freedom of press thing and somebody asks you about credentials, okay, the Supreme Court has already ruled on the meaning of press. Okay, credentials are not needed to be considered press in the context of the First Amendment. Lovell versus City of Griffin, 303 U.S. 444. That was back in 1938. There is this one. It's a crime for government officials to deprive anyone of their constitutional rights. That's 18 U.S. Code Section 242. Nobody wants to get hit with that. We got one coming. He reversed. And decided no contact. On. All right. I'll get back to that in a second. Hey, just so y'all know that's on here, if you want to see all these case laws, okay, I've tried to organize a section to help out First Amendment auditors. Go to www.lafayettems.net. www.lafayettems.net. Can I get one of my mods to please throw that up there on the chat for me and pin it? Yeah, please pin that for me if you don't mind, Ninja. Let's play peekaboo with him. I bet you he's right around this corner. Hello. Hey guys, if I can get one of my mods to please throw up the website up here on the chat. At least throw it up there and I should be able to pin it. I guess I could probably type it. No, I don't see a way to type on here though. Another kind message of God bless the homeless vets. God bless anybody homeless for that matter. It's about the coolest place to be. Is right under this awning. All right, let me get back to what I was reading. Okay. Okay. Can't really see that. All right, a citizen's right. Let's see. A citizen's right to film government officials, including law enforcement officers, in the discharge of their duties in a public space was a basic, vital, and well-established liberty safeguarded by the First Amendment. Blick versus Cunliffe, 655 F3D 78. That's the First Circuit, 2011. I think I might have read that already. U.S. Supreme Court ruled that refusal to identify is a crime only where, number one, there's a valid detention, and number two, there's a state statute making refusal to identify a crime. There's a state statute making refusal to identify a crime. That's Heibel versus 6th Judicial Court of Nevada, 542 U.S. 177. The use of foul language or flipping an officer off did not constitute probable cause to arrest an individual. Cohen versus California. Oh, we got another one. Let's see, and I got one more. Criminalizing all non-consensual audio recording. Let's see. He's talking to them. Criminalizing all non-consensual audio recording necessarily limits the information that might later be published or broadcast, whether to the general public or to a single family member or friend, and thus burdens First Amendment rights. ACLU versus Alvarez, 679 F3D 583. That's the 7th Circuit, and the case was published in 2012. That's all I've got on that page right now. I'm steadily adding more and more case law that you can quote, that you can show if you get into a situation that it would apply. Let's go back to recording on this device also. Let's go down. We're back on. I don't really feel the need to get too much closer than that. Not right now at the moment anyways. I got one other place I would like to check out. Okay. This is simply solely because there are no signs. If there was they had the gate actually working, they had a sign up that said do not enter, law enforcement personnel only, whatever the case may be, I wouldn't walk in. A lot of police cars. A lot of police cars. They still even got the old Crown Vics. See these? we've got the SUVs. We've got the this one right here is the, let's see, what is that, like it's a Ford. I don't know what the model is of that. It looks so familiar. Of course, you got the Chargers out here. A couple of old Crown Vics right there. Those look to be like investigator cars. Not your normal, typical street patrol. Well, Chris, the purpose of this stream is to peacefully exercise my constitutional rights. I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity of recording in public, particularly at the police department. Haven't done anything illegal. And the reason why I picked this place, go back to the beginning of the stream and listen. It is my Fourth Amendment rights were brutally, just savagely destroyed back in 2019 by this department. They tricked me. Fortunately, I mean, I was innocent anyways. I didn't have anything to hide when it came to that. But the fact of the matter is, they tricked me to get my phone to download the entire contents of my cell phone. Just wanted to make sure that my Fourth Amendment rights were going to be upheld today. That there wasn't going to be any more kind of trickery and fuckery out of this department. And there hasn't been. So we'll say good job. Nobody came and gave me a hard time. Everybody acted in a professional manner. I can't say anything negative about the Olive Branch Police Department today. So they get a pass. They get an A-OK in my book. I've been out here for well over an hour. So, actually, hold on. Make sure one more. And And that'll be about it. That'll wrap it up. I think somebody must have they must have had a couple of meetings about this particular thing, and unfortunately they listened to all their training today and no negative contact. So hey, thumbs up. Appreciate it, Olive Branch Police. Good job there. I'm signing off. I've got something that I'm working on. Actually, two things. I've got a live stream, or I've got a video that I'll be releasing here shortly on the it's on a brutal just murder by cops in Memphis back in January. Okay, just about finished with that video. You see a lot of great body cam. It is absolutely sickening. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to say this: you do not want to miss the content that I got coming tomorrow. I've got some great stuff coming. I'm not going to give it away yet, but I will say that you should check out the Lafayette County Audit channel. If you have not signed up, or if you haven't set your notifications to notify you every new release, do that. It's the little bell icon on the Lafayette County Audit YouTube page or YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you click that little bell and select all notifications. All right, guys and gals, appreciate y'all tuning in, and yeah, I'll have some more good content for you here in a little bit. Take care.